The Wild Side Trail is a coastal hiking route on Flores Island, just off the coast of Tofino, BC. It is an in-and-out route that is 11 kilometers long for a total of 22 kilometers. It is a perfect introduction to coastal backpacking. The hike begins in the village of Ahousaht and ends at Cow Bay Beach. It is possible to complete the hike in one day, but we chose to do it as an overnight trip. Parking in Tofino. You can park in the long-term public parking lot. Overnight parking is allowed there, but be sure to check signage and rates as they may change seasonally. It's a good idea to arrive a bit early to secure a spot, especially in the summer. There are a few options to get to Flores Island. You can take the water taxi at the First Street dock to Ahousaht. There's scheduled service Monday to Friday. You can check the website for updated schedule information. The trip takes about 35 minutes and typically costs $50 per person each way for non-Ahousaht members. Private charters are also an option, and we found one for $50 per person each way. The list of private operators is also available on the website. You can also wait at the dock and ask an operator to radio and see if anyone's available for a ride. We got lucky on the way back and a boat was heading back to Tofino right away. When you arrive in Ahousaht, you can head to the fuel dock to check in, pay your trail fee, which was $15 per person per day as of 2025. You can also prepay your trail fees online. When we completed the trip, the fuel station dock was closed and the Matti's dock was used instead. From there, follow the red footprints on the road through town to reach the trailhead and begin your hike. We got a bit turned around, but the locals were happy to help us find our way. It took us 30 minutes to arrive at the trailhead. There are lots of off-leash dogs as you walk through town. If they follow you, it is important to strongly discourage them, as the dogs can attract wolves on the trail. Dogs are not recommended on this trail due to frequent wolf activity in the area. For their safety and the safety of local wildlife, leave your dog at home. The hike is generally easy and flat, though the inland sections have some mild hills and can be muddy and rooty.
Oh.
There were a handful of big step-ups in the forest sections. The terrain alternates between long sandy beaches and forest sections. It is well marked with signs and buoys in the trees. Although it is well marked, it is important to pay close attention when on the beach so that you don't miss the entry to the forest sections. It's easy to get distracted by the beauty of the ocean and miss the markers. This happened to us a few times. After the trailhead, it's 3.5 kilometers through a mix of forest and beach to the Sand Dunes campsite. It has an outhouse, bear cache, and tent platforms. It took us 30 minutes to arrive at the Sand Dunes campsite from the trailhead. Further along the beach, a side trail leads inland about 1 kilometer to a natural warm spring. After a walk along the beach, you can choose to take the primary coastal route or the Trail of Tears. People typically hike the coastal route, but we were curious and hiked the Trail of Tears on the way there and the primary coastal route on the way back. The Trail of Tears provided interesting and varied inland hiking. When we hiked it, it was maintained and not overgrown. The Trail of Tears is a historical route with cultural significance to the Ahousaht. The coastal route has a mix of beach walking and forest sections. At the 6.5 kilometer mark is the second campground, Kutcous River. It has a pit toilet, bear caches, and tent platforms. It took us 1 hour and 45 minutes to arrive here from the trailhead. Be mindful of tides near the Kutcous River crossing. At low tide, you can walk across the river mouth. This area is passable at tides below 1.5 meters. If tides are 1.5 to 2 meters, you can walk up to the forest and cross there. If the tide is higher than 2 meters, take the 1.5 kilometer high tide shortcut trail. Check the tide charts for Tofino to help you plan your timing. Beyond the Kutcous River Campsite is a cabin, to be used in emergencies only. As you continue towards Cow Bay, there is more beach and forest walking. At the 11-kilometer mark is Cow Bay Campsite, the final and most scenic beach, backed by forest and cliffs. It offers 2 outhouses and bear caches, as well as tent platforms. It's a popular camping spot. We had it all to ourselves, other than the sea otter we saw frolicking in the ocean. It took us 3.5 hours to arrive here from the trailhead. The Wildside Trail is within Ahousaht First Nation territory and passes several sites of cultural importance. For more information about the history of the places along this route, check out the Ahousaht First Nation website. Please respect the land and follow Leave No Trace principles. Most people hike the trail between May and September. It's officially closed in winter due to frequent storms and trail damage, so check conditions if planning an off-season trip. Thanks for tuning into this hiking guide. Please like and subscribe for more hiking guides on Vancouver Island.
You can't show anybody that.